Welcome, everybody, back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Episode 20. Very excited. You excited?
I'm excited.
Where were we even last time? What happened last time? We haven't done that in a while.
And I'm going to remember as soon as we see what's going on. The guy, I can't remember that old guy.
Pericolo.
Yeah, he did the flashback to him taking himself out and then flying out of the turtle, which was pretty hardcore.
Mm-hmm. We saw the boss again.
Yes, we saw the boss looking very mysterious, and he had like cut all those roses off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't remember what. Oh, it was the end of that fight.
End of the fight, yeah.
It was the end of the fight.
And then Narancia was like wheeling by.
He was in the canal, and then he was like, "I don't see them anywhere."
I don't know. Okay,
so
leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon. 2 weeks out of Uncuts. 1 week of edits. Let's go.
Final order. So the final order from the boss.
君たちのチームが何人失ったかには知る由もないことをまず断っておく。このディスクの情報は私が娘との方法であり、最後の指令である。なお、これから述べる指令た行動を君たちが取ることは決して許されないということも断っておく。もし誰かが指令と違った行動をとそれが偶然の事故であったとしても、私はそれを悪意ある危険信号と、それでは指令を述べる。これより君たちが向かうのはこれ上マジョーレ島。娘を連れてくる場所は島の境界にある大鐘楼の上。そこに娘を連れてきた時点で君たちの任務は終了する。塔の上には階段はなく、現在エレベーター1機のみで搭乗に登ることができる。乗るのはトリシと護衛1人のみである。指令に護衛の者は携帯電話などあらゆるものの所持を禁止する。指令3、島にはこのディスク15分以内に上陸しなくてはならない。なお、ディスクには発信機移動していることは把握できているはずだ。指令4、他の者は戦場にて待ち、上陸を禁止する。
It seems like kind of bad, like for him. Like, what if someone attacks him as soon as they step off the boat and everyone else isn't allowed off the boat?
Yeah.
ものすごく用心深い。だがそうじゃなきゃ組織のボスなんかやってらんねえ。俺たちの任務もここで終わりだな。
There's gonna be some crazy stuff going down in the elevator.
かろうじてだったかな。ベネツィアで何日か遊んで帰ろうぜ。飯が。
俺すげえ腹空いてるの思い出したよ。で、どんな料理があんの？
パスタに毛ガニのサラダだろ。ホテルのカルパッチョって生肉料理は絶品だし。おいてめえら。気抜いてんじゃねえ。終わっちゃいねえぞ。ナランちゃん、レーダーを見張っていろ。彼女の護衛なら僕が志願します。彼女、大鐘楼の上まで連れて行きます。何言ってんだよ、てめえ。彼女の部長って連れてくに決まってんだろうが。このタコ。ボスは誰でねえからこう指示してるだけだろうが。当然だ。俺が行く。さあ、トリッシュ。命令通り。
He's like, no, this is my chance to kill that fucking guy. Cats. Multiple.
Oh.
You see them?
I wonder if there's someone's stand. Cat stand.
分かってる。ボスの正体を知るチャンスだ。必ず突き止める。そうだ、
What a great guy.
最後の任務がうまくいくお守りをくれないか。テントウムシは太陽生命の象徴だったな。お守りなんだ。ああ、そうでした。ええ。テントウムシは幸運を呼ぶんです。の能力で生命を与えたこのブローチは探知機になる。なんだ、フーゴ。いい機会だから改まってどうした？僕はあなたならきっと幹部になるって思ってましたし、今回の任務を無事遂行すると信じてます。当然だな。ここからさらに組織の上を目指しましょう。
Giorno's like.
どうにかして俺がこれをボスの体につけばジョルノにはその居場所がわかる。
It's super risky.
Yeah.
必ず
It's a creepy sound.
Yeah.
エレベーターのドアが開いている。は1階と搭乗の2個だけだ。直通で他に降りる階はない。
私これからどうなるの？
Oh.
あんたたちのようなギャングにいきなり拉致され命を狙われて会ったこともない父親のところに連れて行かれる。これからどこへ行くことになるの？
ボスはただ君の無事を心配しているだけだ。君がこれからどうなるのか、俺の考えでは多分こうだ。まず君は違う名前になるするかもしれない。
Wow.
身分も戸籍も違う人間になり、俺たちの知らないところ、きっと遠い国で幸せに暮らすんだよ。父親はそういう力を持った人だ。手岡さん。
別に不安とかそんなんじゃないわよ。
I'd be fucking nervous. This is very nerve-wracking.
Of course she's nervous. Man, what a terrible thing. Hmm.
父親のこと好きになれるのかしら。
そんなことを心配する親子はいない。
その通りだわ。そんなこと心配するなんておかしいわね。
I don't know, he seems kind of weird.
登場だ。
She just...
トリッシュ。
What? Why does everyone's arm get severed in this freaking show?
トリッシュ。
Oh
It's
my god.
foreshadowing. Subtle foreshadowing.
ここには俺とトリッシュ以外誰もいない
Oh
はず。
my god.
知っている。俺のチームの奴らの他はまさかボスは自分の正体を完全に消し去るために護衛の任務をさせたの。自分の娘を確実に自らの手で
You never
始末するた
know.
めなのか。
She couldn't get used against him if she was dead. Wow.
ブローのブチャラティはミアポリス郊外の村で漁師の息子として生まれ、人付き合いは下手だったが
We're getting his
真面目で正直
backstory.
な漁師でこの世のあらゆる残酷さ
Hadn't even really thought about that we hadn't had his backstory yet, because we got everyone else's.
ブロード。
網の繕いだね。わかった。
What a weird looking kid.
He just has a
母
really
親はとても優しく
crazy
ブチャラ
bob.
ティは母が好きだったし、寝る前に母に読んでもらう本が楽しみだった。
さあ、もう寝なさい。
しかし
しかし
ブチャラティが7歳の時のことである。
これだ。
そうね。大使、私はこの村を出ている。
両親は結婚10年目にして離婚した。何なのか、それは両親の間でしかわからないこと。
ブローノはどうするんだ。
話し合いの結果、2人はブチャラティに一つの選択をさせることになった。
父さんと母さんはあなたのことを愛してるけど暮らすの。あなたは父さんと母さんどちらあなたに決めてもらいたいの。母さんと一緒にこの村を出て都会に行きたいでしょ。
So you can't give him a choice and then say that. That's not very nice.
行きたいでしょ。ここよりいっぱいいるわ。ね、母さんと暮らしたいわよね。一緒に来るわよね。
僕は父さんと一緒に暮らすよ。
なんですって。ブロ考えて母さんの方が好きでしょ。
僕は父さんと一緒にここに残る。
そんな。
母さんは強い。きっとどこででもやっていける。
Oh. That's so sad. That's so sad because it's just like talking. It's like he clearly, probably would have been happier to live with his mom. She spent a lot of time with him. They talked a lot, and she, read him bedtime stories and really loved spending time with him. And his dad kind of just was mostly doing his own thing. But he,
doesn't want to leave his dad alone.
yeah, that's really sad.
そろそろお客さんが来るんじゃない？
ああ、もうそんな時間か。
Kind of the same outfit going on.
じゃあこっちは頼む。
それまで一筋だったのだが、 息子の学費を稼ぐ隙間の時間を使って観光客や釣り客を船に乗せるようになっていく。運命の車輪は確実に回転していく。
お客さん、あの島はいい釣り場ではないですよ。俺たちはその島で釣りがしたいんだ。黙って開くんだよ。なあ
Some super suspicious looking
夕
guys.
方、体中を撃ち抜かれたブジャレティの父親が沿岸警備の船に
They robbed him, stole his boat.
今は手術が終わるのをお待ちくださいって他の家族の連絡先を教えて。
証拠品になるのでこの鑑識に。
わかりました。
では
どうしてこんなことに。
こんばんは。君息子さん、これが落ちていた。お父さんはどうやら麻薬の取引を目撃してしまい封じで撃たれたようだ。君のお父さんはとても重要な証人なんだ。死んでもらっちゃ困るんだよね。きっと
そんなもののために父さん。
That's why he agreed to help Giorno.
Yeah.
The drugs.
Yeah. It's crazy that he even got like involved with a gang like that in the first place. But I guess he's kind of been doing a lot of good in his little area.
Yeah.
発見、応急手当の装備があって病院まで命が持ったことなどに幸運であった。
Wow.
しかしブチャルティの人生にとっては即死してくれていた方が幸運だったのかもしれない。
What?
時にの意志で正しい道を選択とない抜き差しならない状況というのも存在する。
よーし。
Wow.
はい、やがるからな。ちくしょう。あ、さっさとやれ。中に来させやがってよ。何行きやがれ。
Oh my god.
子供。おい。
Damn. Holy shit.
Fucking
Oh my
Aaron
god.
Yeagered him.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god. Holy. Oh my god.
僕が守るよ父さん。心配しないで。
I didn't remember that.
Holy
I
shit.
did not remember
ブ
that.
チャルティは12歳に殺人を犯し人の超えては抜きに踏み
Wow.
込んだ。
もう後戻りはできな
This
い。
is like extremely violent as well. Not.
信頼できない。
この親子を得るのは町を裏で支配する組織だけだった。
Hmm.
ブチャルティは組織の門を叩く。そしてと奉仕を引き換えに安全を保障されたのだ。この世の正義と信じ懸命に働いた。 組織内で10日部トルコ
I guess he turned to like organized crime rather than just
Yeah.
drug
Oh
dealers.
my god.
父親と自分を巻き込んだ欲望の白い粉を許さないと心に誓う。だが
すまねえ。もう手を出さねえ。あの家族のことを。それがいい。死んでからでは後悔もできないか。お前もギャングなら。こいつは。おい。
You find out that the organization he's working for is the same
自分の
one.
正義と信じた組織のボスが自ら手を染めて
Yeah.
あろうことかこの町でなかったか。
His
Man.
backstory is so good.
Whoa.
そして今
Well, that's like
ボスは今
sorry, that's like the part 4 OP when they're all like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Josuke, yeah.
そして今ボスは今吐き気を催す邪悪とは
but he's like too far in. He couldn't have gotten out.
No,
at
this
that
is
point.
now the present
Yeah.
time he's holding her.
父親が何も知らぬ娘を都合で許されあんたは今再び俺の心を裏切った
Oh shit. Whoa.
生きている
Tracker.
Whoa.
顔は見えないボスあんたの正体だけを知るつもりだったが変わったあん
That's
た
Oh
good.
my god, it's getting
Oh
crazy.
my god.
時間ボスはまだ俺が裏切るとは考えてない方法は
Still holding her hand?
ボスの脱出ルートをそこでやる
What, could you imagine if it wasn't actually even the boss? That's so slick.
これはこの穴は
Oh my god. What the hell?
教会の地下には必ずある納骨堂への階段。そ
Oh.
こで安心して鳥師を仕留めた後、そこを通り抜けて建物の反対側に脱出する気だな。
Oh my god. It's such a cool power for this kind of like a stealthing around and stuff.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have her anymore.
Yeah.
その方がいい。ブローのブチャラティ。その柱から出たらことになる。
Is he crying? It's a little like. Oh. Whoa. Oh.
バレていたのか。だが、姿を隠すとは大したないと判断するぜ。
理由を聞いておきたい。どういうつもりなのだ。私は今回のお前の尊敬の念を抱いていたのだ。幹部になったのが嬉しくって欲が出たのだ。欲を過大に評価し、私を追い越せるとうぬぼれたのだ。
父が目を覚ましたら、父親など最初からいなかったと伝えておこう。
トリッシュだと。娘のことはお前には何の関係もない。
貴様に、俺の心は永遠にわかるまい。
Oh.
ジョルノか。
ええ、移動していることはすでに分かっています。ブローチの位置なら正確に分かります。今、地下納骨堂への階段下。降りたところ、約2メートルの柱のしかし待て、ブジャージ。何かただならぬことだ。
Uh-oh.
There he is.
This guy is terrifying. Uh-oh.
柱の影にいたのは俺だ。
What? Did he like switch
これは
places?
何が起きてる。
選別代わりに見せてやったのだ。お前がたった今目撃し、そして触れたものは未来のお前自身だ。お前が未来のお前自身を見たのだ。これが我がキングクリムゾンの
Oh my god, this thing is terrifying.
Yeah.
飛び越えさせた。私の永遠の絶頂を脅かす者は許さない。決して消え去ってもらう。
Ah.
ブジャルティ守護衛の任務はこれにて終了だな。
I really hope he doesn't actually die.
God damn, we were just gonna watch 1, 2.
Oh my
We just got
god.
his backstory.
That thing is crazy. It's so like something about his stand is like something about the vibe of it is just it's almost like an alien or something.
It
It's
is,
like
yeah.
I don't know why it just gives off like it just gives off a different vibe than a lot of the other stands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's creepy with that like extra little thing. I wonder if that thing can like detach and do something else. Maybe. This guy, like, I also feel like I don't know what he like, I know Bucciolati figured it out that it was him, you know what I mean? But he could have come after him thinking that it was just someone else attacking Trish before he dropped her off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he figured out that he was going after his own daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he could have just as well have jumped to the conclusion of like, oh my god, someone was waiting in the elevator and took Trish. I better get her or else the boss is gonna punish me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of crazy that he thought that he would, you know, just leave her hand there like that, and he wouldn't do anything when he thinks that the boss might come after him and kill him if he doesn't get Trish out of the elevator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, and kind of crazy too, because he could have just said, "Send Trish up," with no one there. Once she's in the elevator, she's safe. And he could have just done that without all of this. But, you know, maybe he was suspicious and he wanted to
maybe
like...
it was a last test of loyalty to see if he would just go along with it.
Yeah.
Because, I was thinking that too. Like, why would... First of all, why would he, like, he wanted to eliminate her with his own hands, but, like, a bunch of people were, like, gonna get a hold of her and, you know, maybe kill her, you know? Or he could have just ordered them to kill her, maybe.
Or if he, like, genuinely didn't care about her and she couldn't be used as leverage against him. But maybe he just wanted to see what her stand was going to be. Maybe he knew she was going to have a stand. Maybe he actually wasn't even going to kill her. Maybe he was going to take her away to see what her stand was going to be all about. Hand?
By the way, Araki's bringing out a lot of greatest hits with this villain here that I never really thought about. It's like the dark building with the stairs and then, like, the time-based ability. At the same time, like, because I always thought about the time-based ability, like, it's kind of like Dio, where Dio can, like, stop time. This guy's, like, deleting time, he says. I don't exactly remember how it works, because I didn't get that much further into the show, but they said it here. Like, he deleted a span of time, and then he was seeing, his past self was seeing his future self. But, like, you know, the stairs, the dark, like, lighting, the time ability, and then, like, Kira with the severed woman's hand. How, like, Kira would sever women's hands.
There's a lot of hand and arm severing.
Yeah, I think genuinely, I think that was like foreshadowing for this. Like, the amount of just focus on the arm and the hand severing, I think was kind of foreshadowing for this moment. But what I was thinking was he wanted them to escort her also on, like, this crazy mission where they have to go from place to place to place to find all these, like, scavenger hunt-esque fucking things. I think to draw out his enemies who wanted, like, the assassins.
Get rid of them.
Like, all the people who would jump at this opportunity. He could help use these guys who he knows are really loyal to eliminate his opposition, and then kill the last person who could oppose him, you know.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Why
because I was always thinking the whole time, it's like, why would he go through all this trouble? Like, he could probably kill her a lot easier and just hide her body.
Yeah, he also, just seeing how strong he is, he could have easily just gone to, like, one location and been like, just bring her straight here, and then gotten her right away. Like,
exactly.
Like, he's
there's
strong
a simpler way to do
that
this.
any of the guys that were coming after us would have, like, he could have just got them. Like, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, but I think, like, using them, like, letting all the rats fight each other.
Yeah.
And then just, like, sweeping up what's left is a lot easier. So I think, you know, I always kind of thought about that, but it makes sense that way.
It's also his ability is actually really interesting because it's a different sort of explanation of basically exactly what Giorno did in the very, very first fight when his stand touched him, and then he had, like, Bouchard had this crazy thing where he, like, saw himself, like, winning the fight, but it was, like, a future that never happened because his mind just went so fast that he, like, saw the future for a minute, but then
and again, I don't know if that's ever even used again, but it might have been Araki, like, testing out, or, like, getting on the train of thought and then being like, whatever, they'll just repurpose
what
that.
I'm thinking would be really cool, because you said you don't remember that ever happening, but you also didn't make it to the end.
I did not.
What I'm thinking now is that could come back into play in the final battle, similar to, like, a Jotaro and Dio thing, where it's like,
we have similar types
where it's like
of
they have a
stands.
similar thing, and it's like Giorno being able to make his stand touch the boss. In the boss's mind, he thinks that things are ahead of where they are, so he, like, deletes, like, the wrong amount of time, but it, like, wasn't real. So then Giorno is able to get, like, you know what I mean? Some, like, weird thing like that where it, like, messes with his perception of time, which means that he like deletes the wrong bit of time, which means that Giorno could like go, you know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they do bring that back, because like that in like the first fight was like so cool, like that moment was like really cool and like very memorable to me. So I feel like, and this is reminiscent of that, so I feel like it would be cool if that was brought back in like a final confrontation of Giorno versus the boss. I feel like that'd be interesting. I'm also wondering, like, I don't know if he's gonna die here. I don't know, maybe Trish is gonna like awaken her stand ability, because she seemed like she had like that crazy like claw like burn mark into the ground. Who knows like what her actual stand will actually be when it's fully realized. But I would be interested if she like woke up and then like could maybe potentially like rival her dad, because she's like very unpredictable or something, or I don't know. I'm
Maybe
also
she'll awaken a version of King Crimson herself, like, and skip time or something like that.
She could rewind time. That would be pretty good. But that's like I feel like that's a really cool way to show that.
Yeah,
thing.
it's very interesting. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, he starts off with Dio, who can freeze time, and then he goes to bites the dust from Kira, and that can rewind time. So like you're repeating the same day, Groundhog Day style, until it gets right. And then there's this one, which is like either fast forwarding or skipping to the next like scene on a DVD.
Yeah, it's like he has like instead of just the fast forward, he has like the little like 10-second skip, but it's like the 3
It makes me
skip
wonder
or
if
something.
there's if maybe this is totally a prediction. I actually have nothing. I don't have any idea about pretty much anything for part 6, but it would be crazy if the only thing really left is like actually fast forwarding or speeding up time. Maybe that's what the final villain of part 6 can do. Like if Araki's just going through
through all the different things that you can do with
because
time.
so far the theme is very strong. Like he's been playing with the same, like the big bad has a time ability.
Yeah,
that's a staple at this point for like 20 years of this series.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. Maybe that's a thing in Steel Ball Run, and we don't even know. That would make sense for a racer. Somebody in Steel Ball Run race to be able to do that. But anyway.
Yeah, very cool. Very good episode. Very interesting in terms of like the boss's motives, but like a final loyalty test would make sense.
And if he just left, he'd be like, "All right, fine."
Yeah, like if he
I can really trust this guy.
If he came after him thinking, "Oh, maybe it's
and maybe
someone
that's
else.
why he left the hand. Like if he knows, like, okay, you protected this person, you got to know them under my direction, and you spent time with them and risked your life to save them. Here's their hand, basically proving that they're probably fucking dead to you. Like, what do you do as my subordinate after I make you, you protect my daughter under my orders, and then you see me basically kill her, or be trying to kill her. Like, what are you going to do in that situation? Are you going to try and fight against me to save her? Or are you going to, like, act out or something? Or if you walk away and don't do anything, then I know I can trust you.
Yeah.
You're not going to betray me because you witnessed the worst thing I could possibly fucking do, the most sinister thing. So that's like the ultimate test of loyalty, and he failed obviously because he was never going to succeed because he always wanted to unmask the boss because he hates him.
I like that reveal of his backstory because it's like
gives him a little bit of personal stake rather than just being following Giorno, right?
And it also makes sense why he was like so quick to turn on him, and also the whole thing of like that he didn't know that the drugs were involved made a lot of sense because he he was basically very similar to Giorno of like getting inspired by like a guy, like a gangster who he thought like, oh, he's really doing good.
A boss as well.
Like, yeah, he has like lines that he won't cross, and he's taking justice into his own hands, and like, you know, and that's what he was doing like in his own area. Like all the old ladies were like, oh, you have to help me with this or that, or like, you know, he's trying to do really good, and then to find out that he was basically betrayed. And the drugs were circulating
he became
because
the monster,
of the boss,
and because of him by extension.
Yeah, you know? And he's part of that. It's it makes sense why he wanted to, and he was like so inspired by Giorno.
Yeah, and this is also a thing I don't know. I didn't make it this far where this would be revealed or not, because I think I only watched like a few episodes after this technically, but I wonder if the boss is the same boss that inspired Giorno.
I had kind of wondered that at the start too. I kind of thought that, but then I was like, surely Giorno seems like he has like, and also that guy was like super out in the open. That's true. That's why I kind of thought that it probably wouldn't be, because it's like if that
my theory, if it's not, sorry, it would be maybe that was what Araki was going for at the start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could have been going for that and like wanted to do this storyline.
Kind of like how people dispute this because there's no like interview proving that it's true. Like Hammond Beat, who is a really good source for a lot of like JoJo stuff. Obviously, he's very professional and everything. But he and many others submit and stick with the thing that Josuke was not the delinquent that saved Josuke in the snow. If you remember when he was 4.
I remember that.
A lot of people, like I always think, and I think a lot of people think, but a lot of people disagree, that that's Josuke being sent into the past with like an early draft version of Bites the Dust, which, you know, like the end power, the power up that the villain got was being able to repeat the same day and go back in time. And at the start, we're shown that Josuke was inspired by another random delinquent who had the same hair and look and looked almost identical to him, who saved him when he was a kid. I think, and many others think, that was Josuke, and that it was an early draft version. It was him like planning out to then go to the final fight where it's going to be like a crazy time warping thing where they're fighting through time and he gets left behind and he saves himself and then he goes on or something. There's nothing to prove that in the text other than the fact that it would just make story sense in a planned way, and it's the kind of thing that an author would do to seed things for later on. The reason I'm bringing this up is that I think that's true, and it could be a similar kind of writing like retconny type thing where with the boss and Giorno's backstory, he was setting up like the boss to be the boss that he encountered that he saved when he was a kid by directing everyone the other way, and then that ended up being like starting the conflict in a way. But then he maybe shifted gears and then changed the way that the boss was going to operate in the story as the story evolved, because he's that kind of a writer that changes things as they go along. I think it's a similar kind of writing style tactic, and it's consistent, I think, with the way that he's written things up to this point through every part. So, but it's probably not him, because like you said, that guy was way out in the open and it wouldn't really make sense for a guy this secretive, and maybe that's why he maybe changed. It's kind of like the Pain theory, which I won't get into right now, but that's a whole other thing, kind of a similar thing, that Pain was supposed to be a completely different thing than it turned out to be in Naruto. Anyway, it's very interesting. It's very good. Cool. W, leave a like, subscribe, see you next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye.